Hey, what is up guys, WAZUPFOOLZ here, and today I'm finally bringing you guys the updated version of the Blender rig tutorial I did back in like November. I know it's been a long time, but I'm finally giving you guys the updated version by popular demand. So there's a couple links we're going to want to go to. I forgot to do this, but what you're going to do is the program we're going to be using is Blender for animation, blender.org. Okay, and you can go ahead and go to downloads, and then just find your download for your operating system and download that and install that. And so then there's a couple things you want to download. You don't have to download WinRAR, but I like to use it for .zips and .rars. It just makes everything a little bit easier. If you guys do want to download this will be in the description too. You can click download, or you can click this right here. And then not the last thing. If you want your skin, if you want to use your skin rather than just like a Steve skin or something like that, you can go to this website and you can type in your name up here, and then you'll click this green checkbox right here. I'm using my friend's skin, and then you can go ahead and you can click download. And then you want to go over here, and this is where you actually get the rig. So you want to scroll down below all these videos, and you want to make sure you click download version 6.4. Don't click the older version. You want the newest version. And so once you've got those downloaded, you can go ahead and, here actually I'll show you. I already have it downloaded, but I'll show you what it looks like. So it's going to go send you to Mediafire, click download, and then there's an ad that usually pops up. And so we'll let this download. If it's ever going to download. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, internet. I have horrible internet, as you can tell. Alright, and once this finishes downloading, all you gotta do is just click it once. If you have WinRAR, if you don't have WinRAR, you're gonna have to use your other program. And usually you can right click it and it'll click like .zip or something. And so what I like to do is I like to click extract to right here. And then I find the folder. I have a folder set up for rigs, and I'm gonna click that folder and I'm gonna click OK. And it's gonna extract to there, and we can go ahead and X out of that. And so now once we've got this right there, now we need to download the skin. So we're going to go back up, and we're going to click on the skin, and we're going to click download right here. And we're going to take that out of full screen, and we'll drag that right there to there, and then we'll get rid of that. So we've got these two things set up right here. And so now what we're going to do before we do anything is we're going to open up Blender, and we have to make sure the setting is enabled for it to work. I mean, you don't have to, but it makes it a lot easier if you do. So what you're going to do is you're going to click File, and you're going to go down to User Preferences, or you could press Control, Alt, and U at the same time. Go ahead and click that, and it's going to start you off on a page like this. I've already done it, so it started me off over there. But it's going to start you off on a page up here, and you're going to want to locate File up here. Click that, and then this will not be checked. It'll be empty, and it says Auto Execution, Auto Run, Python Script. Make sure that is clicked, and then click Save User Settings, and then you can go ahead and X out of that. So now we want to close out Blender. We want to open up that folder where we had it extracted. It didn't seem to download. Oh yeah, it did. Usually it'll be right here. For some reason it's in the rigs folder, like double in there. And you're going to click this Temi Minecraft rig. And we can go ahead and we can X out of the folder. So it's going to look really confusing, and it's going to start you off on grease pencil right here. But what you can do is you can go ahead and you can get rid of that by scrolling over. And you can get rid of this by moving around by pressing down the scroll wheel or the right click wheel. So now there's a lot of things we can do. I'm not going to change my skin, or actually, you know what, I will, just to show you guys what to do. So to rotate or move arms and whatnot, you're going to click where the arm is. Hold on, you got to make sure you select the bone. It's a little confusing. And then you press R if it's ever going to work. Come on. I don't know why it's not working. There we go. Anyways, you want to click Temi's rig right here, and then maybe we need to make sure torso and head are both clicked, and you should be able to move it around by pressing R. And then there's also with this this rig that we're using, it does have the 1.8 hair features right here, and you can change that and you make it come out farther. You can do loads of things with that. But you can press R like on these, and you can rotate all that for the bones and stuff. Hold on. We'll move it around just a little bit just to show you guys. It's a little bit hard at first to like select it and make sure it's actually, it's a little bit hard, but that's alright, you'll get it. Alright, so we'll just move it around like that. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Make sure you left click, unlike I did. Okay, and then at the top of this Timmy's Rig folder, you're going to see a thing that says skin file with a little folder right here. Go ahead and click that, and then you're going to want to find out where you had that skin saved. So I had mine saved to the desktop under Mediocre Matthew. And you're going to go ahead and click accept, and it'll load up the skin right there. So now if you want to view it, you can press F12 and it'll render the image. It's going to take a while to render it because it is a very in-depth rig, and it, as you can hear my computer probably whirring in the background, it definitely does all the textures that are in real Minecraft, so it's not like some little rig that's going to do crappy animations. So there's a lot more things you can do with this. You can also go scroll down and you can make sure show armor selected, and if I want to give him, say, a gold helmet, I can give him, you can select gold right there under head, and then you can select gold, gold, gold. Okay, and then you can change the glossiness of it. This is kind of how shiny it is. Like, okay, so say like in Minecraft, if you're setting this up and there's a lot of lighting, like it's bright day out, you're gonna have the gloss high. If it's low lighting, you're gonna have the gloss low. It's just kind of a more realistic feature. Usually I leave it at 0. It just looks standard like that. It's nothing you really have to worry about. Now you can also edit the face, and you can click enable face right here, and there's a lot of things that we can do. As you can see, it's moved his mouth around, and what you can do is let's see, eyebrows, we can change this to lashes. That looks kind of weird, so we'll leave that at normal. And we can change the eyebrow depth, the eyebrow height, that looks weird. Eye position, here we'll type 2. Or no, that's not going to work. And then we'll change, let's see, we'll make his eyes red. Red. We could probably make it 2 colors. And then do green. There's some pretty funky stuff you can do with it. You can just mess around with this. This isn't like anything that's gonna affect like the rig itself. It'll just show like. All right, let's see. Teeth open or close. That stuff you can do. I believe I have not done this character rig at all. So there, his mouth would be sideways. We want his mouth to be here. There's a little bit to the side. The eyebrows, we'll put him up like he's surprised. Move this around to where you're looking like that. Oops. So we're gonna make him a little bit surprised. Alright, so I will render this out. It's gonna take probably like 20 minutes or so, and I'll be back in just a second whenever it is done rendering. Hey guys, the picture didn't fully render, but I wanted to show you guys something real quick before it did. How to add like things like such as the background and some text in the background before you actually do this. So what I like to do is it's kind of confusing with this rig to like deselect. So usually I like to get over here to the camera and right click on the camera, and then from there you want to go over here and you see the camera right here, right click it and click deselect, and so now you have nothing selected. And down here in the bottom left you're gonna see add. Go ahead and click that, click mesh and then plane. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to move this plane pretty close to right there, and we're gonna want to this is confusing, hold on, and you're gonna want to raise it, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this up a little bit. We're gonna pull this over, or actually we'll pull this over and then pull that out there. Okay, and now what you're gonna want to do is come up here and you're gonna want to click on this little cube looking thing right here, and then I believe you're gonna want to rotate it on the Y by 90 degrees. No, that's not right. We'll try rotating it on the X axis. Yeah, you want to rotate it on the X axis by 90 degrees. And then the scale, we're going to go ahead and we're going to change this to 15. That should be good. Or 10. We'll do plenty, so we don't want to render too much. 10, and then that's perfect. So now what we can do is, this is kind of a background. I'll show you real quick. Let me see if it'll load. Yeah, as you can see in the background, it's white back there. We don't want to render the whole thing because it's going to take a while. But what we can do is, now we can click this, and there's a lot of things that we can do. I can show you guys how to do images. Images, what we can do is, here, I'll show you textures first. Textures, you want to go to this little like circle thing right here, and you want to click new. Okay, and then there's a lot of things you can do. So we'll make it, say here, we'll make it blue, like Minecraft kind of, right there. And then a lot of times I like to, you don't have to do this, but I like to make it to where it's shiny. But that's not something you have to do. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and we'll do that later. But you can change this up. You can just mess around with some of the stuff in here. There's a lot of things that you can do with that, but we want to go ahead and we want to do a texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get online, and we're going to open this up, and what we're going to do is we can search Minecraft sky background. We'll go ahead and we'll go to images. This is perfect right here. We'll save this, save image as. We'll go ahead and we'll save it to the rigs, and we'll save it as background. Save. We can get rid of this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this little checkerboard looking thing, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on this right here, and you click use file from current directory, and then you want to click on the file right here, and then we're going to go to the desktop. We're going to go to rigs, and then we're going to click on the background, and we're going to open image. And so now it should apply that as our background image. So if we render it just a little bit, you can kind of get a little view that it is back there. You can do this with loads of other stuff. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And then also, if you're doing this for like a YouTube banner or whatnot and you want to add text, I can show you how to do that too. So yet again, we're going to want to select the camera, and then I believe Control D. No, that didn't work. We're going to want to pull this back down, and then we're going to want to click deselect, and then we're going to click add. Oops, add text. We'll add it right. It's over there. Let's move it. Oops. Let's see. Move it right below him, and then we'll come over here a little bit. We'll move it up. And then I can just, you're not really going to have much of a view, so let's see. We'll move this back quite a ways. And we're going to rotate the text like we did the plane. Is it selected? Yes. We're going to go over to the square, and we're going to click rotation, 90 degrees. And then you can press tab, and you can change it to whatever you want. WAZUPFOOLZ. And then you press tab again, not Q, and that'll change that. And then if you want to change like the font and stuff, you go over to this big F over here, okay, and there's a lot of things you can edit over here. What we want to do though is we want to change the normal font, so we're going to click down here, there's regular font, and we're going to click here. And generally you would have, I believe it's, hold on, let me see, it's under C, and it's under program files. Let's see. I'm not sure where it is, but there is a website that I will leave in the description that has loads of fonts and stuff. And you can download like custom fonts, and you can use those to, you can like save them to your desktop, and then what you would do is, like I just said, you would go down to the F, and then you would go to the regular spot right here, and you would click this, or not that, and you'd click on the folder, and then you'd go to your desktop where you save the font folder, or the font file, and you'd use that. There's a lot of things you can do with this. I like to I'll oftentimes make it a lot thicker and stuff. So let's see. It's kind of hard to select it. Okay. There we go. And so we can go up here, and we can change the scale on, I believe, the x-axis. No, not that. Not the y. We want to change it on the z. Yeah, so let's change that to 2. Okay. And then we are going to go. We're gonna get wasted. Depth, you can change the depth and stuff. We'll change it like that. Change the offset just a little bit. Extrude. Like that. I think that looks pretty sick. And then what I like to do oftentimes is I like to select it and I like to press Control C and then Control V. And I like to change one of them to, let's say, like a darker color like red. Okay, and then what I like to do is take that one and make sure it's still selected, and I like to change the scale up just a little bit. It's kind of messed up because the bevel's there, but we can move it back a little. Here. Move it back just a little bit. No, we want to move it back. It's kind of screwed up, but you can kind of tell what I'm trying to get at. You can just mess around with like what you want and whatnot, you know, to get the desired effect. I think that looks pretty cool. And so I'll go ahead and I'll render this, and I'll be. Hey, what is up, guys? What's up, Fools here? And I'm back for the last part. It pretty much finished rendering except for that tiny little square right there. It kind of came out a little bit funky, because of the brightness and whatnot. But that can obviously be changed with lighting effects and stuff. I also forgot to talk a little bit about that. You're going to want to set up lighting. Here, let me deselect my camera. So you're going to want to have some source of light. Right now, I believe this rig already has a source of light. But for future reference, just so you guys know, like in the future, you're going to want to go down to Add. Oops, my mouse. You click Add, and then you're going to want to click Lamp, and then you can do a lot of things. Sun is what I like to do a lot. So what you can do is you can raise the sun up to about there. There, we want it kind of center. Okay, and so then what you want to do is you want to rotate it to where it's facing towards your animation. So we'll move this over just a little bit, and there you go. So obviously the sun would be pointing like almost directly at him. And then if you want, you can press numpad 0, and it'll show you the camera view, and that'll show you like what your camera is going to view. And once you render it, it'll look a lot better. I did it wrong because, like I said, I had it way too bright, but you can definitely mess with that, and you can change a couple settings. I'll probably be doing another episode. If you guys want to see more, just comment like what you guys want to see. I'll do more Blender tutorials on like how to do this kind of stuff, and animations, and like outros, intros for YouTube, like the intro I have at the moment, all that sort of stuff. Anyways, that's gonna end it for this video. If you guys like this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. It'd really help out. And yeah, peace out, y'all.